Android 15 Developer Preview 2 is now rolling out with satellite connectivity support and more. Google is now rolling out Android 15 Developer Preview 2 for all supported Pixel devices. As expected, the new update brings a number of changes to the operating system. The most notable change that is introduced with this update is the inclusion of satellite connectivity, which is now officially part of Android's code. There are some other important changes that we are going to discuss in this post. Android 15 is shaping up to be a big update as Developer Preview 2 brings some notable changes. The highlight of the latest Android 15 Developer Preview 2 is, of course, the support for satellite connectivity that is finally making its way to Android as an OS. This feature has been available on other devices, but now it will be an integral part as Google has decided to officially extend the platform support for this year. Android even has UI elements that will ensure that users are getting the right experience when it comes to satellite connectivity. We hope that this feature will not be limited to certain markets and will roll out to more users. Building on top of the support for satellite connectivity, Android 15 Developer Preview 2 has specific APIs that third-party apps can use to figure out whether the device is connected to a satellite or not. This is going to deliver a more immersive experience and allow the apps to determine why they do not have access to full network support. Both SMS and RCS communication get the ability to use satellite connectivity on Android 15 Developer Preview 2. This is two-way communication, and users can send and receive messages. This means that satellite communication is going to be more than just something that you can use in times of emergence, and we can see this support grow as more carriers take part in making it more prominent. Moving further, Android 15 Developer Preview 2 brings better cover screen support. This works by app developers declaring a property to allow their apps to be available on the smaller cover display found on flip phones. Considering how small these cover screens are for full apps, the developers can opt in to ensure that their apps are properly supported. Adding another layer of security to the apps, Android 15 Developer Preview 2 will actually allow the apps to detect when the user is screen recording. This is especially useful for apps that display any sort of sensitive information. Additionally, Android 15 Developer Preview 2 also allows apps to control the HDR headroom in order to balance SDR and HDR content. With this feature coming to Android, the system will be able to choose the right HDR headroom that better reflects the device's capabilities and the bit depth of the display on the device. It is worth noting that this can have a negative impact in such a way that a small part of the HDR content can become too intense for the perceived brightness of the SDR content. Google is taking care of that by allowing the developers to have full control over the HDR headroom. Another feature introduced with the Android 15 Developer Preview 2 is support for the CTA 2075 loudness standard. This will help developers avoid any inconsistencies when adjusting the loudness. For those interested in giving Android 15 Developer Preview 2 a try, it is now available for the following devices. However, note that the update is only meant for developers, and if you are not someone who likes to tinker with Android, it is better to stay away because it is not made for daily use. Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro, Pixel 6a, Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro, Pixel 7a, Pixel Tablet, Pixel Fold, Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro. If you are already on the first developer preview, then you should receive the update soon on your Pixel device. All you will have to do is download the update and get started with it.